You're going to learn essential Git commands for tracking changes, collaborating, and managing your code on GitHub. GitHub is good for saving and sharing your code. Think of it as a super smart save button for your code. Projects on your own computer. It tracks every change you make. GitHub, this is like an online storage space. Community for your Git projects is where you share your code, back it up, and collaborate with others. You need them so you never lose code. You want to keep versions of your projects. You want to show off your work or contribute to others' projects and team up. Work on the same project with friends or colleagues. Git Bash is your tool to talk to GitHub on Windows. It's just a window. On Windows, we need a special program called Git Bash. The purpose is it lets you type Git commands to tell your computer to interact with GitHub. Think of it as the keyboard and screen you talk to your Git projects and send them to GitHub. Installation, it's a quick download from git.scm.com. You just click next through the most steps. It's pretty simple. So I found a YouTube video by searching for install Git Bash Windows. Simple. You can find videos that show the installation quickly. I found one here. So this is how you install on Windows. First, you just do a Google search, and then on the first one, click Git, scroll down, click Downloads, and then click Windows, and then click your architecture, 64-bit Git for Windows setup. After the file downloads, just click on the installer, click Run, and everything on the screen is checked. Just check additional icons and check on the desktop, and then click next, 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 and then the install. Wait until the installation completes, which shouldn't take very long. And then you want to uncheck view release notes, click finish, and then you will click Git Bash on the desktop, and you can click on the desktop, and then you can also click open Git GUI here, or you can open Git Bash here. And that's how you can install it. It's pretty quick and simple. If you need any any additional time, you can always go to this YouTube location and take all the time that you need. Okay, so now I want to talk about some basic Git configuration first time setup steps. It's necessary because you want to first identify the author. Every change that you commit in GitHub is associated with a specific person. So it's crucial for collaboration that you know who made the change. You can facilitate questions and discussions, and you can enable clear accountability with your team. Also, the actual commands that you need to set up, you need to just set up one time on your machine is git config global username, and then add your name, and then git config global user email, add your email. It is optional. You can verify your settings by using the config list. Here is a YouTube video that can walk you through that. I've already gone through these steps. So this is what you will need to do. You can also, to find this, you could go to the YouTube search and type how to configure Git username and email in the terminal. So it's pretty quickly. It just take you less than a minute. So you would just go ahead and open up your command prompt and type git config dash dash global user.name, and then in parentheses you would enter your name, and then you would press enter, and then you would type git config dash dash global, and then user.email, and then you want to enter your email, And these are just steps you got to do one time to register um, and configure your name and email address. And it's really as simple as that. So now it's demo time. In this demo, I'm going to show you how you can clone a project, how you can add and commit your code, how you can push your local changes online, and how you can pull new code from GitHub to your computer. And you'll also see some actions here to connect to um, your local code to your online GitHub repository. So let's get started. Okay, so on your GitHub repository, you just want to type new, and under owner, select your owner name, and you can select my new repo is what I'm going to use. You can select it, private. Do not check add a readme file, because if you do that, you won't be able to see the code, and we want to see the code when using GitHub. Um, in this example, I don't want you to click add readme, so let's select create a repository. So this is the code that you want to see. Okay, so now I want you to navigate. So open up your command prompt there on your computer, and then you want to navigate to the folder that you want to work in. I'm going to change my directory to Git 3. And now on this repository, on this folder, I want to create a new folder name with the exact same repository name here. So to do that, I'm going to say make directory. And so then I'm going to change my directory name to my new directory. I'm sorry, my new repo. Okay. Now I'm going to copy my code, everything in here. I'm going to copy all of this, and I'm going to copy it and just paste it in there and press enter. Okay, great. So now we've copied our new repository. Okay, so now if you look in there, you will see a README file was created. So if you go back over here and refresh, you now see a README file already created inside of this. Is your README file, and this is what it is. So we are now going to make some changes and add them to the repository using the add command. So I'm on my local computer, and I'm going to make some changes to the README file using Notepad. Notepad readme.md. So I'm going to say this is my test for today. And now I'm going to save it. So now we've made a change. Okay. Okay, so after this change, I'm going to close this. So we know we've made this change locally, but it doesn't reflect here. So the first thing we're going to do, we're going to check the status. So it looks like it does detect that we have made a change. And we want to stage the changes by using the git add command. So git add. Maybe you wanted to say git add. Okay, yeah. Git add period. Sorry about that. All right. All right. Okay, so it's git add with a space. Okay. So git add with a space. So now that we've staged the changes, we want to commit the change. And so we want to commit. Like I know I want this change to be moved up. So I'm going to say git commit, and I'm going to add AM, and I'm going to add a comment, first change, and then I'm going to press enter. All right. Now, now that I have done that, now I'm going to push the changes up to the GitHub repository. So it's going to be git push. So the change has been pushed. So if I go over here and I refresh it, you see the change has been made. This is my change for today. All right. So it's just that simple. Now, so now I'm in a different repository. I'm in a time series repository. So I'm going to change directories, and I'm going to create a directory called time series. And I'm not going to do anything with that. Let's see. I think what I'm going to do is clone this directory. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to change my directory. And then I'm going to clone this directory. So to clone a directory, you click on the drop down here, clone this directory. You just copy this and you go here, Control V and paste. I'm sorry, you gotta enter the command. Once see. To clone a directory, you type clone and paste it in there. Oh, let me look this up. Okay, so let me go out of this directory. And I'm going to first delete that one because I don't think I need to create the folder first before I clone it. So I'm going to delete that directory. Okay, so we're going to remove this directory. Remove directory S path. I think I might just delete it. You know what? I think I'm just going to delete the folder. I'm going to cheat a little bit. Okay, so I'm right here. I'm just going to right click and delete it. Because when you're cloning, you don't want the folder to be there. So it's going to be git clone. And then I'm going to watch it create. So it's already creating. So if I open it up, I've already copied all the data into the file. Okay, so that's how you clone it. So we got that. Okay, great. So now we know how to make changes. We know how to clone. Now let's go back and so now we're back in repo. So now let's make some changes here and then pull changes down. So I'm going to say now, let's say new change. New change. So we got a new change and we're going to commit it. And we're going to say always, comment, make a comment. So we just made a new change. All right. Now, locally, if I go back, let me just go back. Let me go back here. Look at my directory. I'm going to change my directory to my new repo. And I want to now look at my README file again. And I just want